Whoa now everybody, I am your host Lambo Drew. You are now tuned in to another edition of the Leverage Show. Shout out to each and every single one of you guys who are definitely out here, man. Always staying tapped in, man. Always definitely staying moving forward. Truly, 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 I thank each and every single one of you. Y'all don't know, man, that this really means a lot to Lambo each and every single time, man. Y'all can definitely, man, be a part of Lambo on this show. And I get a chance, man, to share some great things with you guys, man, throughout the week, man, because I'm telling you this right now. This stuff definitely is changing lives of the content that we're actually producing each and every single week on this broadcast at a high level. And we're doing this thing, man, really bossing up, man, to make sure that you guys or leveling up by any means necessary. Like, look, I don't want anybody, and I do that. I do really, really mean that. I don't want anybody falling behind or anybody, man, lagging behind, falling off the wagon, man. Even if it happens, get yourself ready, man, to kind of pop back on that wagon, get back on track, stay back on the course, and get yourself right. So I am esteemed, man, today to make sure that we are moving forward. I want to hear about your weekend. I'm going to definitely talk about mine, man. Can't wait and excited to go ahead and hear some more things for you guys tonight. So, again, make sure you guys are sharing this information. Get this information out to each and every person you possibly can, because I know the big difference that one show or one broadcast could actually make. And especially the topic tonight, you do not want to go ahead and miss this topic tonight, man. So I'm excited about it tonight. We do have a switcheroo. We had a last minute switcheroo. Our special guest for tonight, DaVinci Jordan, who was supposed to be on here tonight, took sick, like literally took sick. So unfortunately, man, definitely while he gets better and gets well, we definitely had to reschedule again so we can go ahead and get my guy, man, feeling 100% better. I know yesterday was his birthday, man. Shout out and everything, man, to my guy DJ on your birthday for doing what you're doing. And we are excited to have you back here when you're 100% whole and 100% healthy, and you can go ahead and kick it back in the gear again. Most of you guys know DaVinci actually does work with a lot of athletes. He's traveling in Florida right now, and I totally get it when you're actually around different athletes. And we still got viruses and everything else that are still going around. So you definitely want to be safe than sorry out here. So shout out and everything to my guy DJ. You already know we will make sure that you are on the next broadcast when we can reschedule and fit you guys in, man. So definitely send some prayers up for my guy DaVinci Jordan, who is definitely scheduled for tonight to come back on here, but definitely cannot make it because he is sick. Very, 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 very last minute too. So but thank you guys, man, for everybody, man, definitely showing up, man. And we're going to continue to keep showing out and doing what we do best out here on the Leverage Show. You guys know that only gives me, man, more opportunity to talk with you guys. Lambo always stays locked and loaded, so I can go ahead and continue to keep pouring into you guys' lives and to keep helping change you guys' lives, man, as well, man. For real. Like this thing is huge, and I know how big and how huge this thing is, man, for so many great people. So I really, really, really want to make sure that we get this thing moving. I want to keep this thing going, man. Let me see who's in the chat tonight, man. Shout out to my cuz Errol. I see you in the building, man. Thank you, cuz, man. Getting that number one top spot, man. I see you, man. Love it, man. And I see from on the other threads, everybody else was actually in. So when I was logging in and I was looking at the counter, I know I see the Sidra and everybody else who are actually in there. So shout out to you guys, man, for the new link that was actually just sent out so that everybody can actually tap on and you guys can actually, man, get in here for tonight. So thank you guys for that. Money's in the building. Shout out to your money, man. Really appreciate you. Thank you, Money. My wife is in the building. Shout out to my wife, man, for showing so much love, man, and doing what all she does, man, best right here on the Leverage Show. So really, really, really thank my wife for that, man. Kyan is in the building. Shout out to you, Kyan, man. Appreciate the little mama, man, showing some love, man, right here on the show, man. My cousin Errol, man, showing love to Mrs. Johnson. Money, Kyan, How is everybody, man? I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. That's what we do. Keep this energy going because we're going to continuously to keep this thing on fire. Champ is in the building. Shout out to my son, man. Definitely always showing love, man. Appreciate you, man. Isidro, man, showing love, man. Thank you, Isidro, man. Really appreciate you, man. On this thread, man. Definitely giving us some love, man. And I know Isidro, he's excited about this week, man, as well. So we're all excited, man, about it. I see, man, showing love, man, to Money and Arrow, man. Shout out to you guys for that, man. Really appreciate you, man. Fro show in the building, man. Thank you for that, man. Showing love. Money is in the building. Thank you for that, showing love. Listen. We really are excited. First of all, I hope everybody had a great weekend. I can tell you this right now. This weekend, man, was just great in so many forms of fashion when we actually get down to enjoying life, man. Enjoying life and taking it by the horns. I totally 100% get it. That in life, you're going to make, man, a lot of great decisions. In life, you're not going to make a lot of great decisions, right? And we, over the weekend, as well as of yesterday, lost some really key people, man. And it was sad that their lives were cut short. Somewhere, whether it's sickness or some either by gunshots. And it's a very sad, tragic thing when that happens. I don't wish that on nobody. And I really, really, really want to go ahead and I want to stress that. I don't wish the unexpected death to anybody. I pray it never even sees your house. I pray it never sees your family, especially when it's tragic events of some of the events that have actually happened back home in New Orleans, as well as in a few other cities with some great friends. We've had leaders who literally, man, transition as well. Great leaders, man. As Jerry Savelle, who actually went on ahead and transitioned out of here, man. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch or know who Jerry Savelle is, an amazing man who for years, countless of years, you'll be able to turn on your TV, especially when in the South. We could turn our TV on and Jerry Savelle and Kenneth Copeland and all the rest of them, T.D. Jakes, and Benny Hinn, and Oral Roberts, and so many, so on and so on, Frederick Price, and Creflo Dollar, and a few other ones, man, they would be actually on there leading the way for so many years. And Mr. Savelle actually went on there and passed away, as well as being a great general. And we look at people who may have transitioned and passed away and what they worked so hard for and what they actually left behind. And I 100% get it that when most people are saying, well, what are you doing? What are you working for? Why do you work so hard? Why do you go so hard? Because in this life, most people should know this if you don't know this, that your life has days that are so numbered. Like this life goes so fast. It's here today, going tomorrow. Now it's here today, going today. You can pick up the phone and, you being just seen someone and then boom, that's it. That's when the clock stops. And when we see that clock stop, I want to know if you have made the most out of your time while you were here. And again, my job is to make sure that each and every single week that I'm compelling you and I'm pushing you to get to that next level, to get to that next phase so that you can actually see yourself actually being able to make it and really being able to thrive, right? That's my whole thing, is seeing you thrive at the next level. That's why I go so hard on these broadcasts, right? When we do have other wonderful people, man, who pop on, man, I go so hard for them because it's because I really desire to make sure that you guys get every last ounce and strength in what your work and what your assignment is here while you're here on earth. God gives us all. And I don't care whether you or what you believe in, or any faith that you believe in. That's not my angle. Again, we respect it all. But my whole objective is at the end of the day, Have you fulfilled your assignment that God has sent you on this earth to fulfill? And if whatever that is, whatever assignment that is, have you fulfilled it? And if you are not fulfilling it, I'm telling you what I know today. It's time for you to start getting things in order so that you are fulfilling your assignments, fulfilling why you are here, what's your purpose. You know, I'm just getting ready to give something to you. This is the God honest truth. And I 100% understand when people start talking about, well, Lambo, could we possibly, miss the mark? That's why I always talk about missing the mark with opportunities and capitalizing on your opportunities and making sure that you're taking full advantage and aware of those opportunities that you have in front of your face. Because pretty soon, most of the time, you're going to run into somebody who is either at the end of their life, the end of their rope, they're at the end of their journey. And they're going to probably tell you all the things that they wish they could have done or would have done better or should have done better. And I don't want no one who is connected to this leverage show to get to the end of that journey and be some of those same people saying, I really wish and woulda and coulda and shoulda done more in my life than I actually did when I had the time. Again, none of us are subject to even be remotely saying that we can escape death. None of us are. But in that time frame, whether it's a short time, whether it's a moderate time, or whether it's a lengthy time, a long life. And I pray everybody under the sound of my voice lives a long life. I really, that's my desire. I pray that you live a long life, but that you really get to live in your long life, right? That life is just not lifing, right? And throwing everything at you and you're not becoming what you've been designed and destined to do, what God has purposed you to do in this life. In this journey, my whole objective is to make sure that we're pushing you forward by any means necessary. Now, I'm going to say something to you that most people, man, they may look at, they may say, I don't know, Lambo, what should I do? I really don't know. Which direction should I go? If you have to question yourself, if you have to question your purpose, if you have to question your why, you have to question your existence. What are you supposed to be doing? I need for you to really look deep down inside yourself and say, you know what? I need to pray. I need to pray and ask God, what is it? What is my assignment? I need you to show me why I am here so that I can fulfill my purpose. Straight up. That's my greatest answer I can give to you. You need to be able to get in touch and get back with your creator and let him know to show you the way of what your assignment in this life is. Because there's going to be so many people, and I've seen it each and every single week out and week in and month and year in and year out, who they're never going to understand what their assignment is. They're never going to be able to flow in their assignment. They're never going to be able to flow in their purpose. And they go their whole life existing. I don't want that to be you. God in heaven knows I don't want none of y'all to be sitting in there saying to yourself, Lambo, you're right. You're right, Lambo. That was me. You were talking about me that I didn't get a chance to get my assignment. No, I want you to be able to understand your assignment and then begin to start to build off of that. That's what we're going to talk about tonight, about building an empire. First, I want to go ahead and say hello to a few more people who I just seen jumped into the chats, and I really want to thank each and every single one of you guys, man, for that. Shout out to Issa, man, showing love to Fro, man. Love that. Fro showing love to Issa, man. Thank you for that. Issa said my prayers are for those families. Yeah, man, prayers are definitely for those families that really, 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 man, suffered that, man, by tragic accident. PC showing love. Shout out to PC, man, with the prayer hands, man. Thank you for that, sis. You already know. Ford Financial said, man, what's up, Leverage Show family, man? Shout out to Jay Ford. Listen, Jay Ford and them are killing the game. Straight up. They are really killing the game. Shout out to Jay Ford, which we're gonna have him on soon. Shout out to Jay Ford and Joshua Samuel and my guy Croc. That whole team is just killing it. Shout out to Mark too, man. Credit Pastor is just killing it, man. I really, really, really appreciate those brothers. If you are not tapped into Ford Financial Planning, please get tapped into Ford Financial Planning today, man, because we really appreciate Jay Ford, really appreciate everything that he's producing, everything that they're putting out. And they came out with an awesome Zoom that a lot of people, man, may have missed over the weekend that we really, really enjoyed and we liked. And I really thank God for that, man. I really, really thank God for you, Jay Ford. Brother Moore, appreciate you more than ever. I know definitely you've been busy. You've been getting to the grind. You've been making it happen. But we really appreciate you, Jay Ford. Make sure you guys go and like and subscribe to Ford Financial Planning, man. Today on YouTube, jump into the Telegram group. Get all of the information that they're actually giving out that's really helping change their lives. And it's really helping moving people forward. That's what we really want to do while we are here. I'm telling you what I know. It's what this thing is about. Money is showing love, man. Hello, Ford, man. I love, 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 man. Them showing love to Jay Ford, man. That's what this thing is about, man. My baby showing love to Jay Ford. You already know, man, from the top turnbuckle, Jay Ford. I love, love, love this. My baby showing love to IC. PC says, hello, everyone. Hello, Monroe. Shout out to you, PC, man. We appreciate you, sis, for you definitely stopping by and tapping in, man. IC, man, showing love to PC, man. PC showing love, man, to IC. I love it. I love it. I love it, man. Let me say something to you guys. And it's on my heart to tell you guys this right now. This is on my heart to tell you guys this right now. You do not have much time to be playing on any side of the fence. You have to be serious about being serious. I know that's a bar. You have to be serious about being serious. Like when I'm looking, engaging life and how fast it goes, I'm going to see if I can pull this up real quick for y'all. See if I can pull this up. Let me see. It's right here, man. It's right here, man. Just blew my mind, man. Here we go. Oh, man. Let's see if I can get to this. All right. Hold on. I don't know if you guys seen this today, but I'm getting ready to show y'all something right now that shocked the heck out of me before this. Look at this. Look at this. Have y'all seen this? This right here just blows my mind. Lambo can sit down here and talk about it because you're on the show. Look at this. Have y'all seen this? I just had to show y'all that. Do y'all know where that is? That is heavy rains and flooding. That was in Dubai, you guys. Dubai. Like overseas and hot, supposed to be a full desert, Dubai. That was a flooding where they had the ground flights because of extra rain flooding in Dubai. Do y'all even understand that? That the whole concept of rain and them actually trying to make rain systems to rain by actually sending up different static electric things inside of Dubai to actually pull rain down. It rained so much till it was flooding in Dubai. I first of all, when we seen Dubai 30 years ago, it looks nothing like Dubai looks today, 30 years later. And we look at this 30, 40 years later of what Dubai has came up to some of the biggest and the tallest of buildings, and that's in the middle of a desert, but they have made it into beaches and resorts and all of that. That was rain in Dubai right now. And that was a shocking to so many people who are so accustomed to flying in and flying out of Dubai and nothing of that magnitude ever happening. And then all of a sudden, you see something like that in Dubai where they've got flooded roads, flooded vehicles. There's so much rain that keeps raining. That's going on right now, you guys, right now in Dubai. Not just that, I know you guys have probably heard over the weekend, Israel and Iran was actually had fired weapons at Israel, which that was a shocker and stuff like that, man. I mean, I know you guys are probably looking like, oh, what does that need to do for me? Well, there's a lot of things, when you're actually seeing that, man, when Iran has attacked Israel. And I'm shocked at seeing these events, right? But you shouldn't be shocked at all. Look at this. See if we can pull this up as well. Look at this. And I mean, I'm trying to tell you, man, they have just been scrambling to find out so much stuff, man, that's happening. Okay, so Israel now has definitely following plans, including the G7. They meet with President Biden, all the leaders in Congress in the coming days, and will impose new sanctions targeting Iran, including its missile and drone program, as well as new sanctions against entities supporting the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and Iran's defense ministry. We anticipate that our allies and partners will be soon following with their own sanctions. Now, this stuff has been going on for years. Let's talk about this. We can talk about this, right? This stuff has been going on for years. Seeing Israel getting bombed, right? And then you're looking at it, and you're looking at them getting bombed and how they're getting bombed, and you're thinking to yourself, "Oh my gosh! I mean, Iran, you came out here and you're bombing them. This is biblical stuff that needs to be played out. This is nothing that people are really sitting down there and saying to themselves, oh, well, this just came up out of the blue. No, this stuff happens, and it's been happening since the beginning of time. But I want you guys to be able to see that when you're seeing these current events or these events that you guys are seeing, I need you guys not just to look at it and then flip the channel, but also be in prayer for those natures, for the stuff that is happening, man, down there, which is crazy and overseas that is just blowing people's minds. So again, not things that are just happening, but things that are happening everywhere. Now, I want to go to this story next. Want to go kind of home and show you guys this. This is what happened in New Orleans that shocked a lot of people. And this sweet little young lady, man, right here worked um, at a nightclub that is one of the gentlemen who has been to the show. Let me get this right. Who has been to the show, and then all of a sudden went on ahead and closed down for the day in observance. She was one of the servers at the show. And you guys already know B Savage, man, good gentleman, man, who was definitely on the show back home in New Orleans. Owns the club 1525 in New Orleans. Well, this young lady was shot. She was shot in a crossfire in a massive shooting. Had nothing to do with it. Wrong place, wrong time. And they have since then definitely have just went on ahead, man, and took so much out of the city because she was such a beacon of light. She was such a person that enjoyed people, got along with so many people, but her life was cut too short. Outside of a New Orleans nightclub, late Sunday night, 24-year-old Jezreel, the late man, resident of Harvey, was actually, man, killed in a mass shooting outside of the nightclub. Now, this was at 800 block of South Peters, man. And a lot of people and everything, man, know when you getting out there, man, that a lot of things can happen, man. And it can happen real fast. This is why I say life is short, you guys. You gotta know, man. She's 24 years old. We're looking at massive bombings overseas. We're looking at things that are happening, man, just out of the blue, man, in Dubai, that's over there. And then you're looking at everyday common events that are happening. 12 shot. The shooting was reported in New Orleans Police Department just before midnight. There was 12. Look at this. The surviving victims were 6 women and 5 men. She was the only one that passed away out of the 12 people that were shot. So we look at this, right? We look at what's going on. We see how these current events are definitely being able to say you need to be able to take advantage. Now, here you have one side where this young lady, 24-hour prayers go out to her and her family, right? For being able to be shot in a crowd of 12 people. She be the only one passing away out of the 12 people, as the reports would say. Now we actually are talking about Israel, Iran, and that has been something that has been biblically going back in time and being able to trace out how things would actually play out in the Bible. And then we're going back to, you're looking at, Dubai having all of these rain clouds and all of this stuff. Well, all of this stuff, man, let me just say to this right now, it's biblical. Everything is biblical. And it's so truth that we don't even want to go ahead and put our fingers on it. And we don't want to call it what it is, but it has been biblical, right? I can honestly say, and it's the God honest truth, that when you see these things, our heart breaks, whether it's on your local news or whether it's on your worldwide news. Whatever stage of it that you're on, our heart breaks. And you should be doing something with the time you have available and left. And that's something where, whether it's only in your own backyard or whether it's in somebody's foreign yard and you go overseas, you should be making plans to say, you know what, Lambo, whatever I got to do to live this life, whether I go right outside or something massively could happen, or whether I'm going away and something is happening overseas, there is danger all around you at all times. But that is the reason why God has created you to walk out your God-given journey and walk out your path, so that when the inevitable does come, and the time does come, and say it's you're in the late 90s, hundreds, and 110s, you will say, I fulfilled my purpose. I fulfilled what I was set here to do. But what are some signs and some keys that will help you along your journey to help you go on ahead and not just live, but build an empire? We're going to talk about that tonight. I want to answer some of these questions real quick. Cuz, what's up, Fro JP? Loving all of that, man. Cuz, sometimes I think about leaving and never coming back. Like you said, here today going to Laurel. My oldest daughter is 21 and she loves to go out. And I just hope that I don't get that call. That call I just showed you, man, of Jezreel, man, is definitely was a call that most parents, they definitely did not want to hear. They definitely didn't want to hear that call of losing such a sweet, love individual young lady like that, of being in a massive shooting of 12 people and losing that one. That right there, like, does something to your heart. It breaks your heart as a parent, man. If you lost a child, or you lost a friend, or you lost somebody that you love, some close ones, it breaks your heart to be able to see something like that even happen. And again, man, because I can say this to you, we are all prone, whether we are in the confines, even of in our own homes, of something happening or something tragically happening, right? What we can do is, the best we can do is to thank the good Lord that he has breathed into our bodies, and get up and go do something. Go do something productive that day, that we are making the best out of our life. We're making the best out of our time, right? Because at that point, you can only cover your kids. You can only cover your neighbors. You can only cover your loved ones. You can only cover them with your prayers, or shelter them with as much shelter as time will allow. Pretty soon, they're going to have to get older, and they're going to have to be on their own, and they're going to have to be out there and about. But all we have to do is just continue to keep instilling inside of them some wise things, man, that was still inside of us, so that their heads are kind of on a swivel at times, and making sure, like, when something doesn't feel right, doesn't shake right, let me sidestep and do something else. When somebody is just not really doing what they're supposed to be doing, and it make it seem like they can be flaky, and something like could really go ahead and go wrong, and this person, being around this person, will probably cause you more harm than good, then we need to go ahead and begin to switch up and do some things. And these are all examples of things that we can actually try to instill inside, right? Again, life is going to life, and we understand that, but we pray for them. We pray that there's no, evilness, or no, mishap or misfortune comes upon their life while and everything, man, they're going throughout their journey. And that's and everything, man, what our parents instilled inside of us, and my grandparents instilled inside of me as well, is making sure that along my journey, that even though you would see stuff, that things would actually skip over you and actually go ahead and may affect another family in their household. But again, that's what we prepare for, man, and we make sure that we're speaking against all of these negative things, so that they don't come near your dwelling. So again, cuz, I really, 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 man, I feel you 100% on that. We're in war with each other for no reason. Yeah, you're right, 100% right. We're in war with each other, man. People turned around, man, and they're getting shot, man, and it just doesn't sit well with so many people, when you're actually seeing people, man, of innocence. Look at the people, man, who were here in Denver, Colorado. And you guys heard about that, man, a couple of years ago, where they were in a grocery store, in a King Soopers. King Soopers is like, it is Kroger's. It is, if you know what Kroger's is, or Winn-Dixie, or, Publix, or anything like that. So they're in King Soopers, and a gentleman walks into the grocery store and just starts massively shooting innocent civilians at a grocery store. And we start looking at ourselves and start saying, you gotta be kidding me. Evil is always present. And you have to know that along your journey when you're actually seeing it. Like, there's always gonna be something that's gonna happen out of the blue, or gonna be present of a negative effect even when there's so much positivity going on. And it's our job, man, to continuously to keep saying, okay, what do we need to do? We got to make sure that we're consistently like looking, making sure that we're checking things. Something don't seem right. You know, God gives you that indicator, man, of the Holy Spirit. Something don't seem right. Look, I got to shake to the left. I got to shake to the right. I can't really shake with this. So, I mean, again, it's in all of us, man. And I just want people to be, man, more aware of what's going on, man. We had the tornadoes that hit in Slidell Friday along with the flooding. Man, I seen that. I seen the flooding, man, that was going on in boats. And people, man, kids walking, getting off the school bus, walking through water, man, up to their waist. And some of them up to their chest and to their neck, just depending on where they were at. And you're looking at that and you're saying to yourself, like, okay, how do we prevent this? Certain stuff in nature, you're not just preventing, right? You have to walk through it. And it's the God honest truth. You have to begin to walk through it. And it's sad that certain other cities, certain other places and everything, man, may not have as much, for like the water to run off and drains and stuff like that to happen. But when we're looking at our kids, we're looking at where society is going today. It's actually frightening to see some of the things that we actually do see. But I don't want you to go on ahead, man, and I don't want anybody under the sound of my voice to go on ahead, man, and have this sense of fear that comes up on them once they leave their house. You should never be walking in fear. Your whole dominion in life is to be walking in boldness and in faith, right? In boldness and faith. Those two things is what you should be walking in your days of your life. That allowed God to be able to grant you with favor. God doesn't have no jellyback, spineless, man, people who are out here, man, who are trying to go do great works into the land. That's just not how he works. He actually has people, man, who has a spirit of boldness upon them. So you speak that on your kids, you speak that on your children, you speak that on your family and then your friends and the loved ones around them, that a spirit of boldness will be on them, but also a covering of protection be around them, man, because, you just don't know what can happen out here from 1 minute to the next. And that missing your house, but still grieving for the next family house that it did hit will definitely go on ahead, man. And I'm telling you what, we'll put this mind that you consistently have and that we all have, will kind of put it, man, more at ease of knowing that, hey, man, my child's protected, my family's covered, this family's covered. We're speaking over them. We're praying great things happen for them because we really want to see their life be a long life, a productive life, a faith-filled life, right? Also, she's in the military. So when I heard about the strike this weekend, I hope that she doesn't have to go over there. Man, we're gonna pray because that is one of those things that, first of all, shout out to all of our military. You've served in the past, you're serving right now. We really want to pray for you guys because our hearts are for you guys throughout these times. And I get it. I understand. This is scary times. Anytime that we begin to hear war, and I really do think that when we actually hear this, because the military is an amazing place, don't get me wrong, to be able to protect the front lines of America. And I'm full salute to each and every single one of you guys who have served and are serving, or your family members are currently serving into that, because that literally is a whole nother level of boldness. That's a whole nother level of making sure that you guys are on the forefront of things and are what they're doing to help protect for the lives of civilians who are away, as well as protecting your life of civilians who are on the home front. I fully 100% keep you guys in my prayers, and I'm thankful for each and every single one of you, more than what you guys know, because that right there of having a daughter, when you're seeing war and you're seeing all of these things happen, that also, man, comes along with the territory of, hey, knowing that there's a possibility if a war does break out, we may have to send you over there as protection, as getting some things together for the government themselves to be able to neutralize and balance, that war or the hostility over there. So definitely, cuz, man, your daughter's in my prayers. My little cousins is in my prayers, man. Again, and everybody else who is actually serving in the military and definitely who has to be hands-on and boots on. Definitely, you guys are in my prayers, man, as well. So, man, it's the time that we're living in, man, and we're thankful of it all, man. QDP says, man, hello, fam. Shout out to you, QDP, man. Thank you for tapping in on here. PC says, I sometimes feel like my walking in boldness makes people at my job think I'm too assertive. Well, let me say something to you. P, let me give something to y'all. If you don't know this by now, you're getting ready to find out. Boldness definitely comes with the leadership stamped to you. Boldness comes with a leadership stamp to you. Now, again, when they think that you may be too assertive on your job, no, it comes with a right to be able to get it done and get it done the right way, right? And making sure that you walk in excellence. So the spirit of excellence, man, that God allows most of us to walk in each and every single day, we walk in a certain order. And if you're walking in a certain order in your life, and you're there at your job, and you're doing your job to the highest standard or above their standards that you can be, all you are doing is asserting excellence. And there's nothing to go ahead and hang your head down about excellence when God has actually called you for a mission to do this in life. That's what you're supposed to do. You should never be the same or average like anyone else in life. If you are flowing in average, right? And I'm trying to tell you, it's Grant Cardone right now. I mean, he's 10X, man. You see it on my hat. There is nothing average about you. And you have to say that in your daily affirmations and declarations. There is nothing average about you. There is nothing average about the way that you walk. There's nothing average about the way that you look. There's nothing average about the way that you talk. There's nothing average about how you do things. There's nothing average about how you handle things. There's nothing average about that. If they wanted average, I'm pretty sure they would have hired average just to be able to get the job done. Again, I tell you guys, man, you are not in this life being a problem looking for an answer. You're an answer looking for a problem. So whether your assertiveness or whether you're you actually being able to say, hey, I roll with excellence, I roll with a higher standard than where you guys are. If that offends you, I'm fine with that. That means for you to step your level up, step your game up, step up some things that you need to step up in your life so that we can all be moving this thing forward. See, and then again, and let me say this to you right now, being assertive in a workforce of a place where more people are more laxy-daisy, just enough to get the job done, tells you a lot more about what God has already in you so that you can go ahead and lead in other areas of your life. Straight up. And sometimes it's there because either the job that you're doing at that point has one or two things, has not recognized your level of excellence or has recognized your level of excellence and is waiting to promote your level of excellence. I'm telling you what I know. So again, definitely we're thankful about walking in boldness in what you do, walking in a different level, a different standard, so that you're able to produce the results that you produce. Average people, and I'm gonna just be real with you, average people don't really, there's nothing about them that is so appealing to everyone else. It's the great ones, and I hate to say this, but you look back over my shoulder, it's the great ones that actually get their names recognized because of the effort that they actually put in to things, that they put into their craft, their gift, and actually making some things happen. Is that in those ones that actually get their names hung up in the rafters, or actually, if you're at a job or you're at a business, actually have people write so much great things about them because they flowed with a different flow, and they didn't do things ordinary. They didn't do things average. They didn't do things below the level of what God has anticipated for them in their life to do. So again, don't be dismayed when you find yourself in a place where everybody else seems to be functioning below the level that you're functioning at. That's fine. But just like Kobe did, and this is the God honest truth, they was asking Kobe, why don't you pass them the ball? Because they seem like they haven't worked as hard as I worked to get the ball. I'm just giving you game. Some people may not seem like they have worked as hard to get the ball. Even though we're doing this thing as a team, well, now there'll be the right people that'll step in, or actually it'll be a full transition of you actually moving out. It'll be one or the other. Like, you'll see that in any job, any business, anything that you do. Like, you'll see there'll be the right people stepping in or you stepping up. Right people stepping in or you stepping up. You'd never just be around the same people getting bare minimum results. It's just, it doesn't work that way. So I'm ecstatic and everything, man, for everybody who is raising the bar of your level of excellence, man, because that's what we want to see you guys raise that bar as. Okay, so I want to go ahead and give this to you because you guys need to get this. I'm excited. This is something big that I want each one of you guys to have, right? Okay. Now, a lot of people don't know where I turned around and where I got this from. People are like, man, but what are you doing? Like, where did you get this from? What's going on? Talk to us about this. What are we building? What are we actually going for? And I really want to show you guys this, man. Okay. Here we go. All right. Here we go.
You get the future. What is it? Future a decade plus ago. Okay. By the way, when we did this, there was not social media. Facebook had just come out. There wasn't, somebody that I could go to say, how do I fast track my way to success? There wasn't any CEOs of multi-billion dollar organizations, companies coming out there saying, hey, this is how you handle your money and your finances. All the stuff that Grant does on a daily basis to go out there and take care of all the, this is a good one, all the little people. Anybody else out there feel little? I'm a girl from New Orleans, Louisiana. I never went to college. I'm not supposed to be where I am today. I'm like a nobody. I'm a little person. Anybody else feel like that? Yeah. Well, we feel like that. We've been made to feel like that. Grant and I have been made to feel like that. And we said, you know what? If we ever, this was what we said to ourselves in 2008, if we ever get to a place where that future becomes a reality, we will keep the curtains open no matter what, no matter how ugly it gets. Haters, hello, I see you. I see you out there. I know you're trying to take us down. I know nothing would make you more happy than to see Grant and I lose all our money. Like, oh, like that's the biggest, scariest thing to happen in the world, right? Or I know you want to see us get divorced, haters. I see you out there. I ain't paying you no attention though, because we made a decision back in 2008 that if we ever made it, we were going to keep the curtains open for all the other quote unquote little people, for all the people out there just like me, just like Grant Cardone from Lake Charles, Louisiana, a girl from New Orleans, Louisiana. You know, Grant had a drug addiction, lost his dad, myself. Oh my God, I was an absolute train wreck. Always thought I was stupid, dumb in school because I didn't conform. I wasn't interested in what they were teaching. So, oh, she must have a learning disability. Oh, so for all the other little people, quote unquote, out there, Grant and I made a vow that if we were ever to make it, that we would keep the doors open, because there were no multi-billion-dollar CEOs teaching you and educating you how to get your money and finances and motivation and sales and follow-up and all the things that Grant does to provide value to help all the other little people out there say, you know what, enough is enough. I don't need somebody else in order to dictate my life. I can do it myself. Grant's material is there for that. We vowed to keep an open book. There was no CEO wives. Hello. Most of them hide their wives. Most of them hide a lot of other things too. Okay, let me tell you something. You can't be public if you have things to hide. So Grant and I might not be perfect, but we vowed that you will see all of our mistakes and be able to learn from them. And all of the things that we've done right to fast track your way to success. Because you know what? I don't want to be at the top all by myself. Grant doesn't want to be at the top all by himself. Okay? I'll tell you something. The people at the top don't really want us to be at the top because we don't fit into their little country club thing. And I don't feel comfortable around those people, quite honestly. I want to be around all the quote unquote little people. You know why? Because we're not little. It's another lie we've been taught, to believe, oh, you have enough. You know, you should be grateful for what you have. Oh, you crazy for working so hard, for thinking that you can go be like so-and-so. What's wrong with you? Always wanting more. You know, those people that want to hold you down from being you, you know, the power within you, your potential. They want to keep you small because they can't. So their product becomes to hold you down. That's right. No. If you want to be around people that say, you know what? We don't think you're crazy for wanting more. We are inspired by you wanting more. If all of you out there, you know, the 10X, the wives of the wealthy billionaire CEOs, there was nobody saying, this is what we did behind the scenes. This is how we got aligned. Let's break down those old mindset beliefs that are keeping you small. If you just do this, and here's the little path out, and you follow this, for sure, you will make it. You will go to heightened levels of success. Why? Because you have two people committed to you. Grant Cardone and Elena Cardone are committed to you, to your success. We want to show you support. We want to let you in on what we did to get there. My passion, now that I just said Grant's purpose, right? Grant's purpose is to help all people out there have financial, not just financial stability, not just financial freedom, financial legacy, so that you can be able to provide financially. Yes, we live on an economic planet. It is important. Wealth The derivation, the origin of the word wealth, by the way, the origin of the word wealth is the combination of the word well plus healthy. It is well and healthy to have wealth. Grant sees it that way. Okay. He wants to make you well and healthy in your money and finances. Elena Cardone, the wife of Grant Cardone, is on a burning mission passion to empower women. I want to restore the family unit on this planet, which is under attack. Okay. Women are under attack right now. I want to be there for other women to support you, to help you become self-determined, to help you reach heightened levels of success, to get you in an environment with around other women who want the best for you, who want to see you win, who want to see you be able to go home to your husbands, to your partners in business and in your relationships and with your children, to go home and take charge and make a difference for the better, helping them get better, helping your communities get better, helping yourself get better, unleashing your own power. The power is the capacity or the ability to influence the behavior of others. And women have power. Women have a power that if you just owned your power, women, ladies, we can change the trajectory of this planet. We can make a difference. We have value that is trying to be squashed. The value of the woman is trying to be suppressed, held down. Why? Because women have the power to change the world. Okay? So I am on a mission to help women reach their full potential so they can help their partners, their children, their communities, and the world.
Listen, I really wanted y'all to see that, man. Really wanted y'all to see that so y'all can understand the mindset and the passion that I have, as well as so many other great leaders. Shout out, man, to Mrs. Cardone, man. That is Grant Cardone's wife, man, Elena, man. To those who definitely know her, she is passionate, really, really passionate about helping you guys get to that next level. That's why when we talked about building an empire, they say, well, man, Lambo, what are you talking about? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? I wanted to show you guys that, because that right there is the key of why I actually give out so much information each and every single week on this broadcast. I wanted you guys to see building an empire in that scope, because most people will say, well, once I do this in private and I've already told you that, man, whatever you master in private, you becoming everything, man, a master in public, and it's on public display. Well, what if you actually went on ahead, man, and the things you did in private matched up to the things you did publicly? How much more further would you be able to get ahead so you can help out the little people, the people and everything, man, who don't even seem like there's hope, who don't even seem like there's a way out, who don't even seem like their prayers or their dreams are ever getting answered? What if you're able to help those people out? What would you do? What could you do? How much more further along would you be able to get? So when you're building an empire, right, some of the main things and key things that you must first learn is, one, be real with you. Be real with you. That is so key. That is probably so minute, but yet so huge. Most of the time, people get themselves into a position or into a place that they are not real with because they have not become real with themselves. They're just doing it to try to see if they can get the likes or the attraction of other people, or possibly just to provide a paycheck for themselves. What if you're passionate about the things that you really do and really desire to do, and you really focused in on your craft, you really focused in on your work and decided to do those things? How much further could you go? Next, you have to begin to believe in if you don't believe in your dream, you don't believe in your vision, if you don't believe in that assignment that God has given you, no one else is going to believe in it. And if no one else is going to believe in it, how are you effective in what you do? You're not effective, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to convince the unconvinced that you're convinced of being unconvinced on the thing that should be convinced. And guess what? That's convincing no one, or has convinced the other people that you are a fool, straight up. So again, be real. Understand that the thing that you actually believe in, that you truly desire and really, really believe in it with all your heart and passion. And number 3, man, last but not least, man, do not quit. Do not quit. I don't care how hard it gets. I don't care how rough it gets. I don't care how tough it gets. You heard from Miss Elena tonight that being rough, being tough, being open to display some of those down moments, in the moments where you didn't seem like, man, I don't want to show anybody. I don't want to show anybody my failures. I would rather do like what they do on social media and go on ahead, man, and show all of the places, all of the fun stuff, all of the stuff that definitely is working. No. People are more prone to actually go on ahead and have a connection to you, to your failures, because in their life, they have also had a connection to failures. And if we all have a connection in failing, why are we not sharing that a little bit more and then teaching each other how can we actually get out of that? Those are my biggest things for you guys. And last but not least, number 4, the fourth one is definitely, man, build your network. Build your network. I promise you, the moment you build your network, man, if you don't quit, you build that network. And I'm trying to tell you this right now, it will take you way further than you're actually thinking that you can do this on your own. I promise you, Lambo is here for you, man. I'm here to continuously to keep making sure that you're putting the right pieces together. You're putting the right place together. You're putting everything together that works for you so that you can become successful in all that you do. Listen, I didn't want this to be long tonight. I wanted this to be an hour of power, something that you guys could actually see and be able to talk with you guys, interact with you guys, but really get you guys focused on really building your empire, working on your vision, working on your dreams. Keep working on those vision boards. Keep working on those charts. Keep working on those prayers that you've been praying and the things that you've been saying to God. God, I would love to have this, but keep writing it out. Keep moving forward. Keep doing a little bit more research. Keep making the right connections. Keep making the phone calls. Stay up a little bit longer just to invest in you, because it's you that matters the most. Listen, man, Lambo, I love you guys, man. Shout out to you, Isidro, man. Appreciate that, man. I know that would be heartfelt hearing, man, of the 10X way from all of us, and all of us making sure that we give it all to you so that you are definitely dominating on a whole nother level. Let this year, man, be one of your greatest years. Let this year, man, be full of all the greatest things that you passionately desire and you truly want to get to that next level so you can really help out the little people. Remember, don't belittle them. Go help the little people out, because those little people will be at the top with you when you are there and you're not lonely, all sharing the same goals and the same prize. Listen, I love you guys, man. Have an amazing, wonderful night. Really appreciate you guys definitely coming on here for all your support and everything that you do to this Leverage Show. You guys truly, 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 man, make my week. And I hope that this empowered you tonight, inspired you tonight to keep going and keep going forward. Till next time, till Thursday night, I will be right back here on this Leverage Show at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. You do not want to miss it. Take care, you guys. Love you guys. I'll see you guys Thursday night. Work on those dreams. I'm Lambo Drew. I'm out. God bless.